Preparing to stream. This meeting is being live streamed. Did you see that notice too?
Yep.
Got it. Setting up the meeting for YouTube Live. Down and redirecting to YouTube. So it's not recording it, but yeah, it's live now. So it's a little delayed. I'm gonna mute it because that's just creepy. One watching now, that's you, I guess.
Yeah, trying.
I guess we can share this link. Copy this. Let's throw it on Twitter. Sitting here quietly because we're prepping the live stream for the show.
Yeah.
So this is the before, and I'm about to share the link on Twitter.
It's not a wax statue. We are real.
Yeah, real live voice. Gonna do this link. We are streaming live. Click the link to join us in Judgement. What is it? Don't
Judge Pod? Well, what is this?
the Twitter. Yeah,
Don't Judge Pod.
All right. So I'll start the recording and I guess we'll get this bad boy going for real.
Actually, hold on. Let me put my hair on
Sure.
myself. Okay, 1 second.
So you don't get rained on.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Hit the record button and
Welcome back to the Don't Judge Me Podcast. We live today on YouTube. You can see it on our Twitter, Instagram page, YouTube, or the tube of you. You know, no, that might be a porn site. Anyway, welcome back to the Don't Judge Me Podcast. You're here today with Sir Nygel, House of the Wave Files from the Dark Gray Triad. Always looking left because I'm not right. Help us be a YouTube sensation so we can get monetized, get that money just out there in the life, right? We already TMZ famous out here, and I'm gonna let my co-host talk about that.
yes, I am world renowned for my 10-second spot on TMZ. However, we'd like to be world renowned for our weekly show, the Don't Judge Me Podcast, and it is the one and only J. Del Negro. And you are listening to Sir Nygel and myself with episode 142 of the Don't Judge Me Podcast, where it is absolutely your pleasure to join us in judgment. If you want to let your pleasure be known just a little bit more, just a little bit more,
we don't kink shame.
One of the following things. You can send us an email at don'tjudgepod@gmail.com. You can leave us a voicemail at 410-834-1562. Or you can reach out to Sir Nygel via WhatsApp under the Don't Judge Me Podcast. Do 1, 2, 3, all of those things, and you'll become just as famous as we're becoming. As just last episode, we had 6 plays in Idaho, and that is mind-boggling to me. I didn't know Idaho had access to the internet, but if you're out there and you're listening, thanks for joining us in Judgment. We appreciate that so very much.
It might have been the Dark Gray Triad. Idaho, right?
You might have a point there. You might have a point there. The hose. You know why when people ask what a hose at and people really don't have an answer? It's because we're missing the obvious. They're in Idaho.
Yeah.
The hose are in Idaho.
It's always where the hose, not how are the hose.
They're doing all right, I guess, because they hose.
Yeah, I know, right?
Hose is okay.
Yeah, they making money.
So, 1 more bit. Just want to throw this out there. Thanks again for joining us, because
Thank you.
we shall proceed to continue to judge in life.
Yep.
Just like with every show, I'm going to throw out some topics. One of us is going to judge, and then we're going to continue to talk about that.
Cool.
If you want to play along at home, please do so.
Please.
I'm throwing out the topics this week. So let's get this ball rolling with this fact, Nygel. Did you know that when official temperatures are taken, they are only taken in shaded areas and not in direct sunlight?
That's not the temperature then.
That's how it works. That's the temperature.
No, it's not.
It's official.
When my forehead is sweating like Jordan Peele in that sketch, you know what I'm saying? Like where he's lying, like I'm out in the sun. I don't even know about the shade. I'm in my house in the shade. That's like somebody break into my house and be like, the temperature is 62. I'm sorry, what? Who are you? News anchor.
So
News
what
anchor at Channel 7.
What would you rate the official means of taking temperatures?
Oh, y'all ain't shit. I mean, you base your day. Like today's highs are going to be in the 70s. You was under a tree, mofo. That's not the highs.
That's pretty much how it goes. Yep.
So
it's in a shaded area.
It's like a shaded area by the Potomac River and shit. You know what I'm saying? So you got the extra cold degrees because it don't heat up. It's one of those. It's like liquor, right? Like it doesn't freeze. It doesn't freeze, doesn't boil. It just exists, right? Like so. You know what I mean? Like, so, you know, it's cool, right? And then you're underneath a tree. It's like 50 degrees today. And you get outside and you got pit stains and shit. Man, bro, you just ruined my outfit. I don't need that. Y'all ain't shit. All those meteorologists and their
meteorologists ain't shit to begin with, because
I know
they're one of the few jobs where you can just show up like, I'm gonna be wrong about everything,
bruh,
but it's gonna be okay.
I've literally seen them like, yeah, it's gonna be sunny today as it's raining, and I'm like, but bruh, are you looking outside? Like you even have technology to help you. Like I don't understand.
You got radar. You got not just radar, Doppler radar. I don't know what that is, but it sounds more important than just regular radar. Like my car has radar on it to tell me, you know, the speed of the vehicle in front of me and when I should put on brakes. That's not that special. It's not Doppler car radar. You see what I'm saying? Doesn't
operate per logistics. I mean, come on now. You can see the clouds coming. I literally I had to grab my trash cans out of the yard, right? And I was like, oh shit, it's a dark cloud above my house. Let me get the fuck inside. And I got it in. And as I was about to step in, one drop of rain, right? Like split all my hair and hit me right in the scalp. And I was like, kind of refreshing, but weird. They only hit one spot. Like it was nice.
Targeted rain. That's it was the next kind of rain.
It was like that felt nice.
Targeted rain.
It felt nice, but it was also like I kind of want to now stand out here and just get wet.
That sounds sexy.
Look,
I didn't know this was that kind of show, but that sounded sexy.
Look, anybody want to hear it? You know what I'm saying? Welcome. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I'll stand on the rain for you. I'll do like a Rihanna dance or something, yelling out umbrella, Ella, Ella, oh. Wait, that's not the song.
No, that's a song. It just doesn't go oh. But
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm adding that in there. That's extra.
Chris Brown was also on a remix to that song, so I feel like you're just throwing a little extra sex appeal by being Rihanna instead of Chris.
Oh yeah, I got the legs. The dummy thick, son.
They heard it here first.
Look. I don't wear skinny jeans because my thighs too thick. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you right now. That was an old joke from back in the day.
Ella, A.
Yo, A, that's what it was, not O. So look, I'm trying to give extra. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, you can get a free O for me.
A free O for me.
Yep.
That's what we're doing here. All right, so they ain't shit. I got one for you. Show favorite Demi Lovato.
Stop. I know.
Explains she's now using her she/her pronouns as well as they them 1 year after coming out as non-binary. She goes on to say, I'm such a fluid person. So she's also they them as well as she/her.
Gentle judgment, because honestly, I don't want to recognize Demi Lovato. I feel like at this point, you had your career, you did your thing, I'm sorry that you got, succumbed to addiction, right? I'm power to you, and I hope that you're able to strive past it. But at this point, it just seems like you're trying to grab the glamour that you once had.
Okay.
And then you don't have it anymore.
Okay.
Like, honestly, I don't give a shit about you anymore. You're not coming up with songs. When was the last time you came up with a song? I don't even know the song you did.
I don't know. I was about to say, I don't know a Demi Lovato song.
No, it was like one. And I honestly, I couldn't tell you what it is. Like, I just know I have heard a song.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what it's called. I can't hum it to you. Gun to head, I couldn't tell you what it was about.
Sing a Demi Lovato song right now, or your mama gets it.
I want some crack. I want some crack. Like, is that the song? Did I hit it? Did I get it?
I don't know.
Okay.
Like,
yeah,
I'm holding it against you, but I don't know the song.
Wrong
either.
Audience.
Like, I don't know the song either.
YouTube, tell me. Flag us in a song that it sounds like that.
They won't.
But yeah.
They won't. Yeah. So officially, the Don't Judge Me podcast will exclude the existence of Demi Lovato as a person. Period. There is no Demi Lovato in our universe.
I just don't care. I mean, like, honestly, like, all right, you're supposed to be an artist, right? Now, power to you. Mm-hmm. I know people come on troubled times. COVID, tested a lot of people. You're isolated. You're by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe you have your demons or whatever the case may be following you. But here you are doing the most, right? Now, given you could be a they, them, it, they, fee, fi, fo, fum, whatever you want to be, right? I don't give a shit, right? But where's your content? Like, why are you producing? Like, give me a song. Like, I don't care if you look like, nothing like you used to. Like, I don't care about that. Drop a beat. Partner with Timberland or something. Or JT. Or Jan Jackson with a titty still in. And then pop it out. I don't know. Whatever you need to do. Just let me get something. But you're not creating content. You just out here like, oh, I identify as a they, them because I'm asexual now. Oh, y'all know, y'all didn't like that? All right. Well, I'm a she, her, but I also still is a they, them. And then I believe in aliens. I think there's something else. I forgot
about that. She thought we shouldn't call aliens because it could be hurtful towards the aliens.
Yeah. Shut your ass up. Like, at this point, I feel like she just be in her like room, just sitting at the wall alone because I know nobody's over there. And she just be like, how can I be relevant? And she's looking at TikToks. That's what you do. You got TikTok in one hand, you got Netflix in the background, and just like, how can I be relevant? Aliens shouldn't be called aliens. Yep. TMZ, hello? Hello? You hung up on me? Okay. Tabloids, hello? Demi Lovato. Oh, hello. And they go from there.
Okay. I understand what you're putting down. I see what is happening that you're yapping in.
Even if like you just sing a song about, like, just embrace it. Just sing a song about your struggle. Like, that's the best songs, right?
Normally, like, songs that have some spirit and meaning and truth behind it, they usually do pretty well.
Demi Lovato, if you're listening to this, because you should, because we're popular. I ain't got no summer body. Work with it. That's the theme. Go. I can even collab.
What is going to be your role in the collaboration?
When I go to the pool, I don't cannonball. I come in like a rag and ball.
That's Miley.
Bars. Okay? Bars.
Work on that one. Your penmanship might need to step it up.
That was bars. Look, Jay hating me right now. Judging me right now.
I mean, there is hateration in my dancery. That is always going to be the case.
Yeah, I think we get haterade. So I understand. I get it. Woof.
I forgot to check the damn poll to see, and I don't feel like pulling it up right now. Later, to see if we got any submissions for names for the listeners. If you're out there and you're listening and you have a name that you would like to be referred to, if you're an avid listener of the show, please reach out to the Don't Judge Me podcast and let us know what we should refer to you as, because we appreciate you and we want to appreciate you the way you want to be appreciated. That's the way we like to do things. Speaking of appreciation, next one. Intoxicating substance used to make customers helpless during a South Carolina massage, cops say. It goes on to say a South Carolina spa worker used an intoxicating substance to render a customer helpless, an official said. Now the massage therapist is accused of sexual battery, and officers believe there are more victims tied to the case at the Forever Young YUNG day spa, according to the Spartanburg police.
As y'all ain't shit. I mean, you raping people at this point. Like, that's not cool. That's not cool. I ain't right. Like, if I lay down and you giving me a massage and all of a sudden I can't move, and then you're like, let's say like you're in my butt crack, I'd be like, bruh, no, danger, stranger danger.
They should have known something was up when they spelled young, Y-U-N-G.
Oh, it was hood shit.
This is sketchy. This is not a reputable business if you aren't spelling out a simple English word correctly.
See, that's when you do like young, right? And I feel like at that point I should get a happy ending, a chicken box, and a half and half.
Somebody got a happy ending. Unfortunately, it wasn't the customer because they were rendered helpless by some intoxicating fragrance or spray or substance, or they just rub it on your body and they hit your ass with some smelling salt and knock you unconscious. And the next thing you know, you got a sword.
Oh, you're not even awake? I thought it was like some Saw shit or law-abiding citizen shit.
What happened in I've seen Law-Abiding Citizen, but
there was one part where he like injected him and he's like, well, you're gonna feel all the pain, but you can't move. And he like cuts his limbs off and shit. So I thought it was like one of those where it's like, I can't move, I can see what's happening, but
I don't know. Let me look further.
That's trifling. I mean, even if, right, like I still wouldn't be comfortable. Like, how's if, and I mean, this is realistic, right? I'm faithful in a relationship, and all of a sudden, some guy or woman starts jerking me. I'm like, oh my God, I can't even do anything. And then you can't even explain that.
Or hey, you come home with monkeypox because, you know, this spa been touching a bunch of people and now you got the pox.
Why you got rug burn on your penis? Look, baby, look. They drugged me. They drugged me.
So what it goes on to say is the person's name is Pilgrim. I didn't get the first name, but is accused of committing sexual battery and causing a person without consent to be mentally incapable and physically helpless by administering an intoxicating substance. They were unconscious. Okay. They were unconscious.
That's trifling.
Knock them the fuck out. And if you feel that this may have happened to you at the what is the name of this spa again? The Forever Young Spa. Please, there's a sexual assault hotline that you can call, 800-656-4673.
That's wild.
Or look for some help on the internets.
Yeah.
So they ain't shit, you say?
Ain't shit. I mean, because that's you never do anything that with anybody who's in need. I mean, like willingly or not willingly, like that's just inappropriate.
How hard up do you have to be to do that?
I mean, like some people are just sick out here in the world, right? Like, I mean, I can't fathom a situation when that's even acceptable. And even with just a massage, like I'd rather not touch people, to be honest. Like even with massages in general, like I don't want to be all over your body. Like I don't know you like that. Like I mean, like, and even if it is a significant other, it's still like, I mean, you know what I'm here for. Like my shoulders hurt, booty. Like I mean, that's what I'm going for. Like, oh yeah, I got it. It's all connected. I watched Xena Warrior Princess. Like what? Booty. Like I mean, like I'm just gonna make up stuff. Like I don't really want to give you a massage. Like, and the fact that like you here you are, you paying good money because a lot of those massages or masseuses or whatever, they charge like $100 or
at least,
it's good money. And then you pay $100 and then you just wake up and you're relaxed or sore.
Relaxed and sore. Like, oh, my shoulders feel great, but my ass.
But I don't remember.
You know what's fucked up about us? It's fucked up about us. We keep going to the booty. Like, we're just like, nah, it's just.
Look, because we're dudes and we don't want nothing there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, look.
We're putting ourselves in a position.
Look, if I wake up and my booty's up in the air, bruh, I'm fighting everybody in that jump. Like I wouldn't go to sleep. I know I wouldn't. Like if I'm laying on my stomach and my booty's in the air, there's nothing in the world that would put me to sleep.
What if
unless you like tranquilize me or something?
Look, what if you wake up, right, and you tooting that thing up, but unfortunately the only thing that you can do anything with is your face and your vocal cords, so you can just see like over your shoulder that your ass is in the air, but you can't do anything to bring it back down. You just victimless.
I'll start yelling crazy shit, yo. Crazy shit. If you're gonna do it, add a cucumber. Like it's something so like I want to say something so crazy that they're like, oh, I don't want to be part of this. You're right, you don't. Like, I don't want nothing near this.
Then he bites his finger, but I do.
Yo, but then I throw up. Right? Like, help, young, help.
So all you can do is yell, help, young.
I try to test the drink. Like, you don't want to go there, bro. At Taco Bell. They be like, oh, I like Taco Bell. Well, why don't you throw in a broom? I got one right here. Jesus. The fuck? Who's this guy?
He's just gonna throw everything at it. Like, you gonna get this. End of the day, you gonna get this work plain and simple.
Yeah, plain apparently. It's like, simple. I like you and I want you. I'm gonna make it happen, whether you like it or not. You can do the hard way or the easy way.
What did he say? Was it ketchup or jelly?
Yep, ketchup. No.
It was jelly or something and something else.
Honey?
I don't know.
I don't know. I want to watch the video again.
He was a booty warrior.
Booty warrior, yeah.
All right.
He ain't shit.
Let's go from booty warriors to 2022 states with the best and worst school systems.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
2022 states with the best and worst school system. School rankings per state for the year 2022.
I heard 2022's best N-word. That's what I was like.
That's N-worst.
No, I was like,
best N-word.
No,
school system.
I was like nigga. Like, I mean, like, I don't know. Excuse me. It's like, I mean, like, I was like, what is this list? Is this one of those what is that?
I got it off Black Planet. Of course, it's a list about niggas.
YouTube, Watch Mojo. Like, they hired Carl or something. He's like, I got a list for y'all. Okay, cool. All right.
So where'd you go to school? And would you like to see where they rank in 2022? Now, this is just the states. So it's not individual to any counties or particular schools. It just has a ranking of overall ranking, a total score, a quality score, and my favorite, a safety score.
Well, I guess technically the only one I went in 2022 was Syracuse University.
This is public school rankings.
Oh,
so high schools, middle schools, elementary school.
High school, I mean, I haven't been there
it's
in a while.
It's all together. So it's high school, middle school, elementary.
But I haven't been there in a while, but it would be Suitland/DeMatha.
So we're going to Maryland. Maryland ranks number 5 overall with a total score of 60.67 with a quality score of 7, and this is out of the 50 states.
Nice.
And a safety score of 6.
Pretty good.
All right, let's stay in the area. Virginia. They're number 4 with a total score of 61.79, a quality score of 4, and a safety score of 4.
So I downgraded because I went to elementary school in Virginia. So I downgraded. I came to Maryland and became dumb. So I'm joking. I love my education.
So let's pick the following. I mean, the last out of the DC, 3 in the DMV.
Hear that joint.
DC. They rank number 30 with a 47.65 overall, a 28 quality score, and a 49 safety score. Oh, they are damn near the last school system when it comes to safety.
Oh yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that.
Interesting scores along the way. Alaska. They are 50, and it's actually 51 because they included DC, but Alaska is 50 with a 33.05 overall, a 50th quality score, and a 30th safety score.
Yeah, because those motherfuckers fishing.
The least safe school system in these continental United States in 2022 is South Carolina. They rank in at a composite 46th.
Really? I would have said Florida, maybe.
Florida, since you brought them up, Florida ranks, wait a second, they are number 14. And they rank 15th and 15th for quality and safety.
Wow.
Can you guess the last bottom of the barrel school system in all of the United States? Take your time to think about all the states. And I like your answer in 5, 4, 3, 2. Your answer, please.
Chicago.
Illinois.
Sorry.
Illinois, where are they? They are actually 23rd with an 18 and a 29th safety score.
That's the murder capital.
Illinois is a lot bigger than Chicago.
Yeah, I guess you're right. That's the murder capital, though. I feel like that should weigh you down.
I think you should get extra points for all the people that get killed in Chicago, but that's not how it's rated here.
You know what though? All the people that die bring the statistics up, right? Because it's like, we got 100 students. 10 died last night. That's 90 students. We winning. We winning.
That's awful.
I'm glad Jamal got shot. He was a bad student.
Probably
teacher couldn't hit some people, yo. Hey, yo, I need you to take out Jamal, yo. He ain't showed up to class in 2 weeks. I need you to cap him, yo. He gonna fail his P stats, SATs. I don't know. I'm making up stuff.
There's a teacher out there that did that for real, but not because of grades, it's because of weed. I think we covered it.
He sold me a Reggie bag. I don't like it. Kill him.
He was supplying weed to his students, like to sell, and then somebody bring back the money. So he went and got his ass because streets got a code. But number 51 out of the 50 states in one city is New Mexico with a overall score of 26.07, a quality score of 51, so last place, and a safety score of 43.
New Mexico? I don't hear nothing out of New Mexico.
Here we go. Dropout rate. This is a good one for you. The lowest is Alabama, because I don't know why. But the highest, we have a 3-way tie for dropout rates. We have Arizona, New Mexico, and the District of Columbia.
So I get Arizona and New Mexico. They're hanging in the same kind of quadrant, right? But DC all the way over here. Like, there's not even a connecting interstate that connects those three, right?
Listen,
like, I just showed you the government don't give a shit about DC.
Government don't give a shit. DC is 47th in math test scores. They are 49th in reading test scores. They are 51 in median SAT score. Where else does DC appear? DC is percentage of threatened, injured high school students. DC is 41.
Is it because of the size? Like, I mean, I feel like DC is small, right? So is it because, like, you get one kill, it's like, like it's only 100 students, so it's like 10% off the muscle.
Check it out. Percentage of threatened, injured high school students, DC is 41st.
Percentage, it's not like number. Okay.
But the bullying incident rate, DC is the lowest at number 1.
So we don't bully here, but we hurt people.
We hurt people. There's no notice, which is going to attack you.
Isn't that bullying? Like, am I
There's
wrong?
no notice. There's no notice, though. The bully, I guess you have to punch your hand into your fist and say, 3 o'clock, me and you, buddy. But they don't do that, DC. They just
imagine some administrators like, said fucking 3 o'clock. Like, Timmy's going to he's going to 1% that shit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's funny. That's wild. That's wild.
Pupil teacher ratio. The best state for that is Vermont. The worst state for that is Utah.
Okay.
So
I mean, it is a slut state.
Jared's kids, they ain't got enough teachers up there, Mike. I don't know what to tell you. You there, you know what to tell us. So
I can see Vermont though, because Vermont's rich. Like, that's a good state. It's pretty up there, rich up there.
So what would you rate this 2022 best and worst school systems per state information?
I guess gentle judgment. I feel like, there's always going to be a bottom. There's always going to be a top. Victors and victims, right? So, regardless of how hard you try, the system is always going to put someone at last and someone at first. And it's interesting to see where Maryland, Virginia, and DC land in that scope. I guess if I don't want my kid to be bullied, I'll send them to DC as long as they don't get pre-provoked.
Yeah, just send them to school with a bulletproof vest on, and they should be okay.
Yeah.
Because shit goes down in DC.
You know, I just never lotion my son or daughter, and they just have hard skin, right? And they just fucking pew 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 pew.
It's like a mutant ability.
Yeah, yeah.
So we just got the national severe notice for a thunderstorm. No shit. It's been thunderstorming for the past hour and a half now.
You know, it kind of reminds me of like a, you know, maybe like a help center or help desk, maybe that's like, oh yeah, stuff is broke. Duh.
Oh,
I
wow.
actually, matter of fact, sent an email about it a year ago.
Glad you noticed. You noticed. All right, got another one for you.
Please.
Teen suspect leaps 6 stories from a Buckhead parking deck to try to escape arrest, police say. A teenage suspect is in the hospital after police say he jumped 6 stories off of a parking deck at a Buckhead apartment complex to escape arrest. Atlanta police say 3 men were breaking into cars in the parking deck at the Icon Buckhead Apartments on Peachtree Road around 2:45 a.m. As the trio of suspects were continuing to break into cars, officers arrived and began chasing them. Investigators say the men tried driving away but crashed their car. The driver, 20-year-old Jalen Wright, was subsequently arrested. Cartier Evans, 19, then jumped off the parking deck in an attempt to escape. He was injured during the fall and arrested on the ground. What would you rate this, sir?
It was Gentle Judgment until I heard it was Cartier.
Cartier.
And he was the
Cartier
most
Mhm.
extra Bama at the most, right? Like, I feel like he was like, I'm Cartier Evans. I gotta jump. Like, I feel like that's was through his mind, right? Like, I'll make it. I'm Batman. And he just, yeah. And then I guess like midway through, he probably was like, I'm not physically capable of whatever I just did.
I feel like Cartier Evans ran track in high school, and
Probably.
he's not too far removed from high school, age at least. So he thought how proficient he was in the triple jump would alleviate the fall.
The negative 60 jump?
Because of the double jump on the Mario video games that you can pull off in midair. He thought, because he's 19 and dumb, that he could double jump on his way down because he's a triple jumper. Thus, the ground wouldn't be so impactful on his ankles.
Yo, that train is so dumb. Yo. That's so dumb. Like if you're gonna get away, right, you can't injure yourself. So like jumping off of 6 stories.
6 stories.
Like,
that's not
no, that's reasonable. Not easy. Like
that's
I'm looking at my house right now, and I'm on the 2nd story, and my fucking ankle would be in my chin if I jumped out the fucking window. Okay,
your window, your 2 stories of your house is nothing like a parking deck's 2 stories, because the parking deck 2 stories has to be taller because they're offset. Right. Exactly. So this 6 of those
jumped off like an 8-story building.
Exactly. He jumped off like an 8-story building
to try to get away from
the police.
And then the police were just looking at him like, look at this motherfucker right here.
Like Wayne got run.
Wow. Like, oh, okay. You're under arrest?
That nigga dumb.
Like, you know, you may not be able to walk. We're not gonna get you medical treatment right away. I hope you know that. like not right away, like eventually, but not like as a non-citizen. I bet you they're trying to break like into like stupid ass cars too.
They just stealing shit out of cars because you know who does shit like that? Pill poppers. They just looking to get whatever they can grab so they can sell it. Hopefully some money so they can buy some more fucking pills. Yeah. Like Cartier Got A Problem, which is illustrated by the fact that he tried to jump off a 6-story
that made sense
parking deck because that was I'm going to get away. I'm going
right
to
now,
jump out of here.
I would run, and as soon as I wouldn't even run to the fucking edge, but like if I was running and then I got close to the edge, I was like, there's no bottom. Like I'm gonna take a left. Like if I'm that young, I could probably outrun the cops. I'd rather take my chance at trying to outrun the cops than fucking yeeting myself off of a fucking garage.
There were 3 suspects. The driver was arrested. Cartier jumped off a building. The 3rd one got away. You know why? Because he was smart.
He just walked away, bro.
He's just like, this shit is.
Cartier's gonna do some Bama shit. I already know it.
It's a parking
garage.
Bama
can't drive in a parking lot, which I don't understand that.
Listen, it's a parking garage. You can start to go up a level, just go over the railing, and then you're down another level, and the police don't know where you are. Like, it's one of those things where you can get out of here. You don't have to do all this.
You literally could just park, turn the engine off, and they won't know you're there. Like, unless they like legit are looking at the tags, which they probably aren't. Let's say they even do. Just do that, get out the car, and just casually walk somewhere. And then somebody asks you, like, what are you doing? You be like, is this discrimination? Pull a black card. Like, because I'm black? And then all of a sudden they be like, oh, no, never mind. You good. And you just fucking walk away.
Yeah, Cartier just made a really bad choice. I remember as a kid breaking into the elementary school in my neighborhood by climbing on the roof. Elementary school, this school was built in the 40s or 50s or whatever it was built. Old school. It's got a gymnasium and an auditorium. It's an old building, right?
Okay.
Big concrete brick structure. I wouldn't be surprised if slaves built this motherfucker. It's that old of a building.
Yeah.
And so they had a pantry access area or pantry area in the cafeteria that was on the back. There was a pole to keep cars from driving through like these double doors and stuff like that. So poles like the balls outside of Target, right? Mm-hmm. So cars can't fit through. We would stand on the pole, and then from the pole, we can wedge between the pantry area and the building and climb up on the roof. We had done that a few times, whatever. But this time a window was open to one of the classrooms. So we went in the classroom. Dude, I'm 10, 11. I don't know how old I am. I'm just not old enough to know. I knew right from wrong, but just old enough to know this is fun. I'm with my friends.
Yeah.
So we're in the classroom making a mess, flipping shit over, breaking pencils, whatever the fuck we could do because we're kids. Because we had to climb in through the window and everything. And then we heard the janitorial staff coming in because they heard us fucking around. And it's just like, what's going on up there? So we run back and try to all wedge out the window. But it was only like 2 windows that were over the roof of the lower part of the building. So like it took a little while for all of us to get out. It was like 3 or 4 of us. So we get out. And the last kid that got out was the smallest and fastest of us. But he was the first one. He was on the idea anyway. So he gets out and he keeps running across the rooftop. And across the rooftop he goes and he jumps off the school. So at this point, we're virtually on the 2nd floor of the school. And then it's just a parking lot behind us. He runs and jumps off with his little 11-year-old body, hits the ground and keeps going. And I'm just looking like, this nigga just jumped off the school.
He got a bad back now. I know it.
He just jumped off of school.
Yep.
We all got away. I didn't jump off.
No,
I heard the guys. Hey, I mean, the guys couldn't fit through the window. These grown ass men. We little ass kids.
They weren't gonna follow you either. Because like,
anyone coming on the roof.
Shit. All they probably did, to be honest, they probably was like, "Fuck them kids." Locked the windows.
Locked the windows,
and then started cleaning up.
It was like, all right, clean this shit up. But my point is, my friend at the time, if this were the 6th story, he might have tried it too. I don't know. He came full speed, like pew. He had the pews. The jets was on.
Nothing more terrifying than being caught and being held accountable for your actions. Because motherfuckers will do the most.
You just did a thing. What do you have to say for yourself? It wasn't my fault.
Just jump off a building. Like, I don't want to answer that. I'm not here for that. I ain't come for that.
I came to have fun and do hood rat shit with my friends.
Hood rat shit, and you interfering with that.
Messing up the program.
Yep.
This next one's kind of fucked up, but here we go.
Okay.
Headline reads, "Where are the keys, bitch? Delivery driver carjacked, struck with her own car, says police." A delivery driver was carjacked as she was delivering a package and then struck with her own car, according to Baltimore City Police. According to the police, just after 4 a.m. on Saturday of last week, the driver, who was identified by family members as Chelsea Nicolette, left her vehicle unattended in a 3700 block of Beach Avenue when an unidentified man got into the vehicle and drove away. The family said Nicole was delivering packages for Amazon as a second job because she's a single mother of 3. When she heard the car door slam, she turned around to see someone driving off in her vehicle and she immediately dialed 911. Well, after fleeing the scene, the suspect realized that the keys were not in the vehicle because it was one of those push button start vehicles. And the keys only need to be in proximity to start the vehicle, and it'll keep running until you cut it off. She had a 2015 Nissan Rogue, and then the guy returned to the block where the victim was on the phone, and then he struck her with the car. And when she was down on the ground after the impact, lying on the street whimpering, she was approached by the assailant, who said, "Where are the keys, bitch?" before ripping him off her belt loop and driving away.
He ain't shit. Because I mean, like, it's one thing I would have gave him judgment if he had just left, right? Like, but he was like, "No, I'm about to come up." I guess I don't know.
Stealing this car. I'm
stealing this car. I need to be able to use it tomorrow, and I need the key. And you gotta die, maybe. I don't know, but
that's attempted murder. Easy.
Yeah, they're easy. And so it was like, give me that car, and then you run her over. Now, given there's a little judgment on the delivery driver as well, right? Like, I mean, given I know it's 4 o'clock in the morning, but don't leave your car running. Don't do that.
Well, you burn more gas turning off the engine and turning it back on.
You got Amazon money.
Just let it run. That's not a lot of money. This is a second job.
Joking. But look, I wouldn't leave my shit running. Or I would lock it. I would lock it.
I wouldn't either. Like, there's no way.
If I was to leave it running, I would lock the doors.
Listen, I've done this job before, and I've done it in a really, 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 really nice neighborhood. Still don't leave the car running.
No, like I personally would. I personally would turn the engine off, lock the doors every time I left the car. Now, I get it being inconvenient, but I mean, that's why fobs are existing, right? Now, if you left it on, which I can understand, still lock the fucking doors and then go on because you got the fob. So you lock the doors, go in, drop it off, come back out. But I'm impressed more so because, I mean, unless she had to walk like a mile to the front door, like she's walking and this man was already there.
Like he was out. Anybody, I've always said that 4 o'clock is the dead hour. Nothing good happens at 4 o'clock.
There's that too. No, let me tell you. So I used to have an ex-girlfriend who used to call me all the time between 4 and 6 a.m. And I was like, yo, bitch, that's a dead hour. Like, if you didn't call me beforehand, you're not going to get me. And she's like, why? And I'm like, look, between 4 and 6 is like, yo, no booty calls, no nothing. Like, I mean, like, that's the time where if you didn't get me by then, it's not happening. You know, it's dead hour. Like, I mean, you call me at 3:45, cool. 4:01, you fucked up. You missed your opportunity. I used to always say that 4 to 6 is the dead hour, yo. Like, no one should be making moves between 4 and 6. Like, you are a heathen. You are a heathen, and you need Jesus or a blow pop.
I simply say it is the 4 o'clock hour because if things are going well, you're out with your friends, nice date, host shit, whatever it is, right? It may wrap up at 2. It may wrap up at 3. You're going home.
You should.
Got a good job. You got to travel sometimes, whatever it may be. That day may start at 5 a.m. So you can get to the train station, so you can drive to the airport, so you can drive an hour to get to work. You just need the time to get ready. So 3 a.m. within reason, there are exceptions for why you're just coming in. 5 a.m. is a reason you're starting your day. 4 a.m. there's no reason to do anything other than sleep. 4 a.m. is the dead hour.
No, it makes
this
no
nigga's
sense.
On the street at 4 a.m. He was like, there was nothing good that he was up to.
No. And the fact that like she pulled up and he was like, oh, I'm about to get me a car. And then he took the car and then was like, I need the fucking keys.
I need the keys.
You know what? It probably was like, how am I going to get to work at 6 a.m.?
Yeah, I got to be there at 6.
I got to be there at 6. Oh, hello, delivery. Is it DiGiorno? No, it's white bitch. And then he like took her out and just stole her shit.
I don't know if he's been caught yet. I don't think so, but sucks. So we gave this one an ain't shit. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that one. Got another one. Hyundai and Kia models are at higher risk of theft And of course, it's on TikTok. Law enforcement officials are asking owners of some Hyundai and Kia models to take extra precautions when parking due to a rise in thefts attributed to a recent trend on social media called Kia Boys with a Z. It's possible to steal certain cars using little more than a USB charging cable.
I can see that.
I cannot see that. I want to know how you do this, but I refuse to look up Kia Boys because I feel like that's illegal. The trend began in Milwaukee in 2021 when a group of thieves realized it's stunningly easy to steal some late model Hyundai and Kia cars that are not equipped with push button ignition. The thieves break into the car, move the trim under the steering column to access the ignition, and use a pair of pliers or a USB charging cord to start the engine. The tutorials are posted on social media sites such as TikTok and made the trend a national phenomenon. You have a late model car that can be stolen with the $5 USB cable that is purchased off the shelf at a gas station.
Look, I went to the dollar store the other day and got a high quality tropical themed Type-C cable for $1.09.
You can now steal Kias and Hyundais. What do you rate this?
Well, I'm going to rate this, y'all ain't shit. And the reason why, because I seen a recent article. I didn't investigate because it's not my week. But apparently the Hyundai has a couple of like situations where they have children working in their facilities and they're losing appendages.
It's in Alabama, I believe.
Yeah, what? Like,
they had over 50 children working in their manufacturing facility.
It probably explains why a fucking USB can steal their car. I mean, like, kids are making it.
Immigrant kids.
One-armed kids. It doesn't fucking
kids.
matter which type of kids. Either way, it's a kid. Like, I mean, like, why? What? This is in the U.S. U.S. of A.
Yeah.
We don't let kids make stuff.
Nah, they
really.
do in Alabama. They do in Alabama. Yeah, they do in Alabama.
Well, I mean, I guess if you wrestle a gator, he can build a car. I don't know. That was racist. Maybe I don't know.
That story. I was why is the plant still open? Why haven't they closed the plant?
Well, remember, Alabama was like what 17 education.
But federal authorities, why haven't you closed the plant? They have minors, 50 of them working here
and losing appendages. Like, there's a 5-year-old missing an arm. Like, I'm sorry, little Timmy.
No, little Juan, because they are not. They're
let's be honest. That's his American name, Timmy. Oh, you didn't see that?
No, because they don't do that.
No, yes, they do. Jai Shin. Oh, you call me James.
No. The immigrants are from South and Central America. These aren't like. These are those immigrants.
Never mind.
Yeah. So they don't.
Wrong racism. Sorry.
Yeah, it's the wrong level of racism.
I apologize.
Yeah, this is a little F them all.
I don't apologize. I love racism and I embrace it.
This is
so little Jorge is now just whore because he lost his hay.
He lost his hay.
Yeah. Yeah, that was wrong. I felt it after I said it. I was like, damn, that's a kid. Like, that's fucked up. I mean, like, but also though, like, I mean, like, you don't know where your kids are at. I mean, like,
I don't think it matters. It's about making money. Like, I don't think the parents give a goddamn.
About I guess even if the parent was like, look, I mean, even the plant was like, look, we're gonna pay your kid like $20,000 to make these cars.
They're not paying them no 20. They might 10? Pay them. They might pay them something.
I feel like
the money might
10.
Like what's probably happening is there's a handler bringing these kids in, and the handler's getting paid because he's taking these kids out.
Would his name be like Upstein? I'm sorry.
No.
Question.
Yeah.
And this, I mean, I'm not a parent. I'm just wondering, right? And this probably, I mean, you can tell me go to hell. But if a company, let's say Apple was like, hey, look, we want to rent your sons for some work. What's your dollar amount? And they down with it. They're like, yeah, Dad, I want to make some money. What's your like bare minimum dollar amount?
50K. Like if they don't go to work, 50K.
Yeah. No, I mean it's good. I mean, I'm not judging. I'm just curious.
If I'm filling in the blanks for what I don't know to be what I want it to be, yeah, it's just 50K. They still go to school. They still have a social life. They're not doing like crazy manual labor. It's just like, look, he was like, fuck school.
Look, I didn't make 50K until I was like 35. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, let's give him a head start. 50K.
Cool. But yeah, so, no, they ain't shit because I mean, they ain't shit because of the children workforce, and now they got a fucked up car that can be hacked by a charger. Yeah, y'all fucking up.
Unbelievable to me. Like
only reason I can think, and this is the criminal mind in me, right? The USB charger activates an electrical charge because of the USB charging. Because ideally, the charger would have to be active regardless if the car is on or not. So the anti-theft is probably not activated, but then once you plug the charger in, now you have electricity. So once you have electricity, you can probably split the wires, use that wire, then jumpstart the car based off of that, and then you just got to hit the right wires in order to do that. Now, given I never jumpstarted a car, and I've never stolen a car, but that would be my thought process in order to figure out how to steal a Hyundai or Kia.
What if it's as simple as they take the cover off, and there's just a fucking USB port at the bottom, and that's a win. That's even better. And the only thing that could hold you up is trying to put it in the wrong way. You just got to turn it around, and then you start the fucking car.
Nope. Yep.
Yeah, car started like that. Like I understand what you're saying when you break it down that way. It makes sense. It's basically, look, we're starting the connection. We're going to use this cheap frayed wire to make it work. Sounds good to me. But just to break it down and see it as like USB cable, you steal a car. What? I need more from my car than this. Like, there's no resistance.
No. I need you to like work for it. Like, I need you to like resistance. I need you to at least like have to get a tow truck and steal it that way. Like, or I need you to like, all right, we don't know how to take this junk, so we're just gonna steal it on a tow truck. But I need you to invest like in $120,000 vehicle and steal it that way. And if you could just like literally walk up. Mm-hmm. If I see you in a dollar store bag, walk into my driveway, somehow, elbow the window, open the door. I see you pull the fucking cord out. Damn.
Take the little twisty tie off of it.
Yo, take the little plastic cap off of it. Just straight finger yank that joint off. And it's just like room. And I'd be like, yo, first I'd come over.
I just paid $25,000 for a car to be started with a USB cable. Yeah.
I come out and be like, yo, you got it. And I kick the shit out of it. I mean, like, yo, fuck this car. Then I call my salesperson. Hey, bro, they stole my shit with a USB. And they're like, you too? And I'd be like, what?
Yeah, I need more from my everyday vehicle than a fucking dongle peripheral cable. You know what I mean? Like, you can jumpstart the bitch by plugging in a row of USB connectors. Like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah, like, man. I can just press return on my MacBook to jumpstart my fucking car because the battery's dead.
And just off of parts, I mean, you'll get your money's worth off of that. I mean, like, you ain't got nothing to do with it. Like, I mean, you could strip it and throw it on the side of the road, and you're good.
Crazy, sir. That is maddening Manson. Maddening madness, not maddening Manson. That's a relative of Marilyn Manson, I assume. Former T-Mobile store owner nets $25 million from 5-year scheme, which included tricking employees into resetting passwords. This one's a little involved. A former T-Mobile store owner has been found guilty of using stolen credentials to hack into hundreds of thousands of cell phones in a multi-year scheme that netted him roughly $25 million that, of course, he spent on cars and properties in California. I'm going to say his name wrong, so I'm going to just say his name is AK. AK is 44, and he owned an Eagle Rock retail location in Los Angeles and used several dishonest methods to acquire the credentials needed to unlock the phones or bypass carrier blocks, enabling customers to change network providers before their actual contract ended. He then used phishing emails and social engineering and tricked those working at T-Mobile's IT help desk into resetting employee passwords, allowing him access to the internal system. The scheme, which ran from August of 2014 to June of 2019, also involved unlocking phones that have been reported lost or stolen, allowing them to be sold on the black market. According to a statement from the Department of Justice, he advertised his services through email, brokers, and various websites, convincing others the process was legal and T-Mobile official.
Okay. Honestly, I was going to shoot him bail into that last part. Like, if he was like legit, like, yo, I'm scamming, this is what life is about, I would have gave this man, I would have shot him bail, right? But as soon as he said, yeah, all this shit is legit, nope, I can't get down with that. Like, you lying. I mean, you lying. You're a liar. Like, I mean, like, it's one thing to be like, all right, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna hook you with some shady shit. But it's another thing to be like, yo, this is totally legit. And then then you gotta deal with the ramifications. Bruh. Like, my uncle used to well, he didn't used to. Like, one time I think like he did something and he was a contractor, so he did cash for somebody, right? Mm-hmm. They gave him maybe 3 fake 100s, right? So he went to the bank, and the bank tried to arrest him for having this fake money.
I mean, he was the one that brought it to him, so yeah.
Yeah, and so he's like, "Dog, this is what I was paid. Like, what are you talking about?" And they were like, "Well, we gotta confiscate this," and then they ripped it up. And he was like, "Well, how am I gonna get? I mean, like, where's my money?" And they were like, "Good luck." And it was just like, "I'm sorry, what?" And so after I'm hearing that, as a young age too, I'm like, yo, motherfuckers ain't shit. So it's like that I don't vibe with. So ain't shit because he lying. If he was, given I know some, maybe come across some websites that you can watch a movie on. I watched Thor the other day and I forgot where. And you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? It's a thing, right? But I don't advertise it as, hey, this is some on-demand shit. Hey, you might not be able to log on to the website. If I knew about a website.
There is a guy who's actually going to prison or might be in prison for that right now. I'm in a Hellcat. He was unlocking Fire Sticks by using services like the ones you can't recall to watch movies and putting them on the Fire Stick and claiming them as his own service. Oh, so he would sell these Fire Sticks and he would use servers out of China to avoid paying taxes, and he would advertise on the internet, and he made millions of dollars off of this, and he had all kinds of things as a result. And the feds were like, "Yeah, you can't do that. That is illegal."
He should have used his money, bought a boat, and sailing in international waters, and yo, send me my shit at the Ppl box at the harbor or something. I don't know, but you don't.
You know how it is. The money's enticing. This
gentleman, the Bamas will forget all the precautions when money starts coming in. It's like, oh, I can make $1 million if I just lie.
My guy made 25 million. 25 million.
That's better than the other dude.
But that's
making 2.
That's real 25 million. He ain't pay no taxes on that.
See, that's how you do it, right? Now, I'm mad he got caught, right? But 25 is worth it. I always say, yo, I'm not gonna get fired no petty shit, right? If you're gonna fire me off of stealing, I'm taking your paint. You're gonna come home and just like you got white walls. Mm-hmm. No, you don't. I took it. I took your paint. I took your floor. I took the cushion underneath the floor. I took your floor basin, right? I even took the memories that you got in that house. Okay, mine. Okay, I'm taking all that, right? Mm-hmm. That's how I roll. You know what I'm saying? It's not about, oh, I'm gonna take that TV you got. Nah, I'm taking everything. You're gonna come back in that joint. All you're gonna see is your upstairs neighbor and your downstairs neighbor. You're gonna be like, where my floors at? Gone, because I got it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to jail on no simple shit. I'm going to jail for some big boy shit. 25 million, worth it. 2 million, you base it.
So AK is currently facing at least 2 years in prison for aggravated identity theft and up to 165 years for the counts related to wire fraud, money laundering, and accessing a computer without authorization.
Yeah, see, that first one, not bad. The second one,
165. This nigga ain't never coming outside again.
Nah, he not. And in a way, he came up, right? You know what I'm saying? What'd you do? What'd you do that for? You stole so you can have money, so you get, a house, food, work out.
25 million.
Yeah.
Is that worth 165
now
years?
He get all that for free at jail. He got food. He got delivery service. They serve you the food to your cell, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ask me how I know that. And then you got a bed, you got a bathroom in close proximity in your room. But I mean, we're not gonna talk about that.
Yeah, he's got some shit ahead of him. Whew, 25 million.
Yeah, that's crazy. But I mean,
I'll say
that's better than, like I said, the little boy shit.
I'll say this. I walked into a Royal Farm today, and the Powerball and Mega Million jackpots were both under like 40 million, and I was like, that's little boy shit. I don't want to play that. I'm not even gonna waste my $2 on that.
I'm telling you, look, I only play, and honestly, since our conversations, I only play when it's like 600 and above, and I plan to use it every year until I die. Like I heard the guy who won 1.4 billion only came out with like 400 something after all the taxes.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah, however, it is. But if you think about what he left on the table, the fact that he didn't take the yearly amount. So
yeah, it's always
he won 1.4 billion and came out with 400 million.
So he basically came out with the 0.4 billion. He left $1 billion. He left $1 billion
on the table.
Yeah, that's silly.
That's crazy.
Listen to this. Most millionaires and billionaires, didn't become millionaires and billionaires overnight.
No, they did not.
They may have made some millions early on, and then those millions grew and became more through business means or what have you. But along the way, they learned how to be a millionaire and learn to do things to offset their taxes. So if I win 1.4 billion or whatever I win, as long as it's not in like the thousands range, like 100,000 or whatever, I'm taking the annuity because that gives me time on how to learn to be a millionaire for A. For B, it's money that's going to come every year. And for C, I'm going to learn how to offset my taxes through other means so that I keep more of my millions over the next 30 years.
But if you think about it, right? Like, I mean, like, all right, 1.4, you take the cash payout, that's 700 million. Like, you're leaving 700 million on the table.
You're paying them to give you more cash up front.
Exactly. And it's like, look, to your point, just give it every year.
Just give me the money.
Until I hit like 60, then I'd be like, give me that shit because I'm about to die. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. I don't treat my body right. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, let's go. Give me that shit. But if I'm like, like I'm not 40 yet, but it's like, all right, I can live 20 years. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, taking, because like if you win $1 billion, that first check changes your life immensely. Like you do whatever the fuck you want from that point on. Even if you spend all the money over 30 years, that's one hell of a 30-year ride. You hear me? But if you knock that shit down to 700 million, and then taxes is gonna hit me at whatever the federal tax is and state tax is,
like 400 at the end.
That's I
think they broke it down where it was like if he had taken the buyout, it would have been like $400,000 a year, or $300,000 to $400,000 a year. Like, imagine you get a check at the beginning of the year. Happy New Year! Yeah, bitch, get away from me. I don't know who you are. Anyway, thank you, lawyer. $300,000.
Nah, if it was $1 billion and he took it over 30 years, we're talking millions in that first check.
Maybe
every check will be millions.
Well, I might be wrong. I don't care. Either way, let's say if I get $1 million a year.
Yeah. Okay.
Or $5 million a year.
Sure.
Happy New Year.
Great life.
Bye, bitch. I'm gonna repeat what I just said. Get out my face. I got a $5 million check. It's a direct deposit because I'm fancy. You know what I'm saying? So I guess maybe drinks on me for the next hour, and then y'all gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then it's like I'm not even phased. And I mean, after like 2 years, like that's just going straight to savings. Like, I mean, like after a while, you buy everything you want,
or you learn how to do more with money.
No. I'm not saying that because honestly, me, I have this like whole scheme. If I ever win the lottery, I'm gonna reach out to all my friends and be like, "Look, you got any ideas to make me money? I will support it." No. Nope.
Go ahead. I'm not gonna.
It's gonna be contract. It's gonna be contract. And it's gonna be look. Start it. I get 80%.
Nope.
strangers. Then
that's how you lose money. So what you do is you don't say shit. You enjoy your life.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily have to buy the grandest things. You're gonna do what you want with your money, but don't tell anyone you have money.
No, I wouldn't,
because they're gonna be looking at you to get money.
No.
So what you do is you hire 2 CPAs, a tax lawyer, and a financial like estate planner kind of person. You hire the 2 CPAs so that they're looking at each other and watching each other and trying to outdo one another to get the most out of your money. Like from competitive brokerages and shit like that. Like these motherfuckers ain't friends. These motherfuckers can't stand one another.
No, my luck.
Keep them at each other's throat. Huh?
No, my luck. They get married.
Fire them, then hire different ones. Like
right?
That's what you got to do. Like you got to have 2 of them.
We're getting married. We want to invite you to your wedding. We're gonna charge you too. Like, oh shit, bitch. What?
Yeah, you got to have 2 of them so that they're watching your money, and then they don't like each other, and they want to spend it differently. And then you basically put a team in place. You don't start any businesses. You don't do anything for that first year other than enjoy your life, because you have to learn how to be a millionaire. Take a couple classes, learn about finance a lot more than you knew before. After that first year, then you start making changes. You ain't got to buy no fucking stocks or bonds or ETFs or none of that shit. Just chill. Just wait a bit. You just got $5 million sitting here that half of it is going to have to go to taxes. So you got $2.5 million just sitting here waiting for you to do something with it. Just chill. Get yourself some lobster, have it stuffed with crab and shrimps and shit. Just get yourself some exotic shit and chill. After that first year, then you start making decisions. But like I said, it was under like 40 million, so I ain't gonna waste my time on it. That's just little boy shit. I'm only hitting big boys. Big boys.
You don't waste your time on that.
Big boy. So last one for this week. Basketball Wives star says her husband wanted to slap Iyanla Vanzant. He was so mad at her. And I said that in her voice. Basketball Wives star Brandy Maxiel says her husband wanted to slap Iyanla Vanzant after their controversial Iyanla Fix My Life episode. Brandy has had her personal struggles play out on television for the world to see, mainly her marriage problems. She's been open about experiencing infidelity in her marriage to former NBA player Jason Maxiel. The couple exposed such even further on Iyanla's Fix My Life, where Jason detailed the number of women he says he slept with in their marriage. Brandy wasn't happy. Jason told Vanzant he cheated 50 times during their marriage. Brandy was humiliated. Through marriage counseling and appearing on the show, the couple decided to work it out, but the experience left Jason upset. During a recent interview with Didi's Dope podcast, the reality star discussed the experience on Iyanla Fix My Life. I wanted to slap the shit out of her, says Jason. She says Jason told her he was so mad at her. The reality star still feels Jason is a good man and was worth fighting for. It was just the perception, the edit of how it was and everything. I mean, to know my husband, he's a good guy. Yeah, he fucked up. And yeah, I made him pay for it. But at the same time, we worked so hard at that. I was humiliated. I'm not going to lie. And one thing that I did learn from her is that she was like, it's something deeper. He needs to know his father. He needs counseling. That was my Iyanla voice. It was drinking. And number 2, it was retired. He didn't know how to handle that, she added. So what do you have to say about the former basketball player who wanted to slap the shit out of Iyanla Vanzant because he appeared on her show and admitted to cheating on his wife with 50 women?
He ain't shit. Man, that's dumb as fuck. I mean, like, why? I mean, like,
what did Iyanla do to you? Like, what'd she do? You did that shit. I was humiliated because you still with this nigga.
Yeah.
50 women that he said out loud. That's what he could remember.
That's why I think, like, I mean, You're number 50. Like, you're not important. Like, you are just another jump.
Forget another jump.
I see, like, I don't cheat on like girlfriends, right? But like, if I was married, and which I would never ever cheat on my wife, but here I am married, and if I ever was to cheat, which I wouldn't, that's special, right? Like, I mean, like, oh, you got me to be infidelity, you got me to cheat on my wife. Things must be really fucked up, or whatever the case may be. But 50, like, you just a hole at this point. Like, you just a scallywag, a bald head scallywag. Ain't got no hairy back, gelled up, gel good.
Well, that's what he did. He was cheating on his wife with 50 different women.
That's what I'm saying. But like, I mean, like, did they even say that to another woman, right? Like, yeah, I cheated on my wife 50 times. I'm 50.
I don't think 50 is the number. I think 50 is just the roundup.
But even then, imagine you're dating a woman, right? And she's maybe married. And then you're like, yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. I've done this 50 times before. I'm sorry.
He's not saying this. He's not saying anything like that. It's just every other city we go, like, that's all this is. I see the same.
I'm just saying, like, to you, right? Like, as J Del Negro, you're dating a young lady. She's like, I'm married. I'm sorry I didn't tell you.
No one's disclosing that to the hoes. Like, that only comes out because of Iyanla and his wife on television. Like, that number was never disclosed before.
Oh,
you're not telling your side pieces, you're not telling your jump offs, you're not telling nobody this. Because again, my thought is once the show aired and he was confronted with it, he had to say something, and 50 was just a safe number. It could be 70, it could be 35, it could be 100.
Is that a safe number though?
That's just a safe number for him to say, because that's what he could come up with. Yeah. But the point is, like, he was mad at Iyanla because he's this person that had to deal with so much shit that he couldn't make sense of. And now he's on TV looking like a fool. So I'm about to slap his bitch because he's deflecting from his own, like, personal issue. Like, the issue was him, right? It's not Iyanla. Like, I'm not a fan of Iyanla, but at the same time, like, nigga, you did this. Like, face facts. Like, hold up a mirror, look at yourself. Do one of those exercises where she'll have you, like, blow into a hole in the ground or some shit like that. Like, nigga, this is you. You did this. You got to face you. And your wife, that's ride or die. She is 50. Yeah. To hear 50 and just be like, he worth it though. Is he? What is it? So the question becomes, what is it? What is the it that he's worth?
His money.
He's retired. So the money isn't there anymore.
Well, then
what is the it?
I mean, I can't imagine what it would be. Like, I mean, like, there's nothing in this world that would allow me to deal with a 50 plus person cheater. Like, I can't fathom a scenario where I'm like, oh, that's okay.
Yeah, that's not some shit you can brush off. Like, oh, you took my phone with you to work. No problem. We'll just straighten it out when you get home. That's nothing you can just straighten out when you get home. Because it's like every time you leave out, there's a chance you might slip and fall into some coochie. Because that's what I'm saying. That's really, like, what it is.
That's where it's like, all right, well, 50, like 50 is such a crazy number though. Like, I mean, like if I told you I went to 50 Benihanas, you'd be like, God damn.
Nigga, why'd you count?
I mean, like, I went to 50 Ben and Jerry's. Is that all of them? Like, I mean, like, I feel like those numbers are so significant. I went to 50 Subways. Why? Like, I slept with 50 people
while we were married.
I'm sorry, what? I lost $50. Shit, my life has changed. I ate 50 tacos. You're disgusting. I don't know. Like, I mean, just that's so crazy. That's so crazy.
He's worth it though. He's worth it.
I guess. I mean, like,
And Iyanla embarrassed them both because of the editing. Let's not forget the editing of the show
of course
impacted how people looked at them, and not
Yeah.
the fact that he slept with 50 women
Yeah.
during their marriage. Just
Of
editing,
course.
he's worth it. So
Yeah.
important, he's worth it. Editing, Iyanla's fault.
Yep. That sounds right.
Yep, that is definitely deflection. But who am I to judge except a judger with hateration in his dancery?
Yep.
This is the end of our dancery for this week. So yeah, that's it. No more things to judge for episode 142. So with it being the end of the show, this is the beginning of me thanking you all yet again for joining us in Judgment. Remember, you can be a part of the show now as we go live on YouTube. We'll get those links out, or by email, or by phone, or by hitting Sir Nygel on the WhatsApp. Email address is don'tjudgepod@gmail.com. Our phone number is 410-834-1562. And the WhatsApp is Don't Judge Me Podcast. In closing, I just like to say, enjoy life. Do whatever you want with that life, just as long as you don't judge me for judging you.
And again, check out our YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. Instagram and Twitter is at Don't Judge Pod. And slide on through. Like, comment. Hi, Idaho. Hi, mailman. I don't know your name. I'm sorry. And I'm looking forward to it. I'll leave you guys with this random wild fact. Females are like strawberries. Sometimes they're in the grocery store.
I was just saying today on Twitter, Wegmans, Sunday mornings around 11 a.m., the best look in the whole wide world.
I believe it.
Best look in the whole wide world. Peace out, Slims.
Yep.
YouTube's still live, so if you're watching this, you're getting a little bit of the after show stuff, and there is nothing after the show. How'd you feel about the show, Sir Nygel?
Felt great. I thought it was fun. It was entertaining. We talked about a lot of stuff, and I'm glad that you guys are still here watching and listening to us right now.
That was a radio edit. I like it. Might need to make that into a commercial.
Maybe.
Anyway, this is the For Real Hanging Out, and thanks again for joining us for episode 142. Peace out, Slims.